Let me tell you something about last week. I was sitting down by the car park area after school and I was all alone. I was basically waiting to be fetched by my parents, but at the same time, I knew there was this typical girl that I knew I was attracted to. I knew she was coming to also sit down and wait to go home. So as I was just sitting down and waiting under the sun, at some point I turned around to my right and I ended up seeing her coming to where I was sitting. And of course, I usually don't even talk to her. She's just one of those girls that I'm attracted to at school that I just have never said a word to. And I was just tired of basically bleaching out every single time I saw her. So she got close to me. She was passing me. I turned my head up. I made myself to hold eye contact with her slightly because I ended up hearing some random guy from far away just shouting something. He was talking to somebody else, so I was acting like I was paying my attention somewhere else. And as I turned my head, I made brief eye contact with her. And as she was just about to pass me, I looked into her eyes again. She didn't look like she was happy. She didn't look like she was sad. She didn't look like she didn't look like that open, when sometimes girls just have this weird, mad type of expression. Not even mad, but the bleachy type of expression where she's she almost has an angry face. Maybe it was towards me, I don't know. But I literally looked at her eyes and I said, hello. She continued walking by without saying anything, still looking at me like she was kind of irritated. And she was just like, Literally, she just said, And then I literally just said, I said hello. She carried on to sit down next to me, but far away, because you know how there's this platform that everyone can sit on. She sits far away from me. Obviously there's some space between us, but she sits next to me. She doesn't say anything else after that, and I just continue sitting there feeling awkward. I feel awkward as crap. I'm just looking straight ahead into the flipping grass and everything that's ahead of me, and I'm just feeling awkward because I don't continue the conversation from there. My goal was literally to just say hello to her rather than saying nothing, because I knew I was always so flipping hesitant to just say something. Look, later that day when I was home, I was genuinely sitting down by my desk, and I was just kind of cringing out at the situation, listening to what was happening. I was kind of trying to psychoanalyze everything, and it felt awkward. I realized how awkward the situation was and how it felt. But now I'm seated over here, right in front of you, talking to you, and honestly, bro, even before I recorded this video, when I was just sitting here, about to press record, I just woke up, I literally realized that I actually don't feel like I regret it. I don't regret the fact that I tried saying hi to this girl who I've never said hi to. Keep in mind, she's not in the same grade as me. I used to speak to her in childhood, because we used to be in the same class, but then from there, it's we somehow stopped speaking. We've still been in the same school. Of course, she's gotten more attractive, I'm literally attracted to her body. But I've not even said anything. So of course, I just felt, it was an awkward situation when I randomly just said hello to her, and I don't know, man, she just didn't look like she was happy. She didn't even respond properly. So it felt awkward. In the moment, I swear I felt like I regretted it. But just now, when I was sitting on my desk here in my room, I realized that I don't even regret it. It doesn't even feel that bad, because yeah, sure, in the moment, I won't lie to you, bro, I felt a bit like crap. A little bit like crap. It kind of affected the way I felt, but now I just feel normal, and I don't regret it. And I'm sure maybe the next time when I get to school, it'll even be easier for me to speak to this girl, because I finally broke the ice. I don't regret it, bro. I would have regretted it if I literally just sat here, remembered that situation, but then I didn't say anything. I just let her walk past me like usual, and I acted like I didn't even want to say anything. Come on. Regret is far worse than rejection or awkwardness, bro. You should literally I don't even know why this thing doesn't want to draw. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't want to draw, but I'm telling you right now, dude, you shouldn't be afraid of getting rejected at all. Like whenever this, like this specifically for like women, once again, if there's a girl you are attracted to, bro, be more afraid of missing out than getting rejected. Like this is literally the solution you need, bro. If you feel like, I know you're probably at home, you're so frustrated that you can't even, talk to girls your age. You feel like you're just, you want girls, bro. You want to flipping like get some interactions. You want to get good with them. Like you have those feelings right now. Maybe even like a girlfriend, like, you want stuff like that. But, bro, you're not going to be able to get there if you can't even like talk to them. And the only way you're going to be able to find out a way to like talk to them is not by trying to put yourself in purposeful situations where you're chasing them. Because obviously when you go to your school or you go to your gym or you go to your training or whatever, they are always there. You just need to be able to finally just speak to them despite the resistance. Because I know, you see her right in front of you. You see whoever you want to go to. And all you have to do is just approach her. Or all you have to do is just open your mouth. But you can't do it. You literally cannot do it. You just like watch them right in front of you. Like I even had this situation yesterday. I'm still not perfect. At least I did something that other day. But yesterday, once again, I was literally on the street walking home. And I saw this girl literally crossing the road right in front of me. Like she was walking, like this way. You can imagine she was walking in this direction that I'm pointing. And I'm like facing straight like this, walking ahead. I literally see her walking like this. You can imagine this is her body right in front of me. Not like in front, like she's in front, like a decent distance ahead. Like this, walking. She's not even looking at me. Like I was looking at her, but she wasn't even looking at me. So of course that made it extremely difficult for me to even approach, because the other time the girl actually looked at me at school. This one was not even looking at me. Her face was literally like just straight. I knew she was attractive to me the moment I saw her. And all I literally needed to do was just shout, kind of, like to open my mouth to get her attention. And I would have been able to approach. But guess what? As I kept moving forward on the street back home, I just kept moving, bro. I literally just watched as she crossed all the way and then went far away. To the point where it was too late. Not even too late, but if I wanted to make a move, I was going to have to go after her. And I just let her go. Just like that. So I was already on my way home. Just walking on the street. Felt like crap. You see? Like you have to, bro, you have to just be more afraid of missing out than getting rejected. Be more afraid of missing out, bro, of literally like just missing on an incredible opportunities of fun that you potentially might have had with a female that you saw, wherever you saw her. Be afraid of literally being the version of you that literally just sees the person and lets them go. Rather than being afraid of like, getting rejected. Because fine, if I properly approached that girl, there's a chance she probably would have rejected me. There's a chance she wouldn't even have stopped for me. Not have been interested. But I never knew that, bro. That's the thing, I didn't go, so I never knew that. Like, you have to go and find out it's literally their job to reject you. So stop being a little bitch. Stop. That's the only way you're gonna get over this, man. So the next time you see an attractive girl towards you, so you gotta go. Like, you gotta go, dude. Like, you literally have to go. The next time you see, you have to go. But I know it's not as simple as me just saying go, right? Like, because obviously one tactic I'd say keep in mind is, as soon as you see the opportunity, try to get to the phase of speaking to her, like literally speaking, interacting with her as fast as possible. Like even within 3 seconds, like as soon as you see the opportunity, do not wait, do not procrastinate to open your mouth or go and approach her if she's standing still. Like do it immediately. Try to go to her as fast as possible. That's what I've realized, because the faster you do it without giving your brain enough time to overthink, and you're gonna do it. Because the longer you sit there and you allow your brain to generate thoughts and it's gonna overthink, you're not gonna end up going, bro. You're just not. And even if you do, you'll present yourself in a way less attractive way than you would have anyway. But if it's too overwhelming, bro, you have to at least do something rather than nothing for now. That's why I'm telling you that time at school. I'm sure you're probably wondering, well, why didn't you try talking to her? Why didn't you? Because I remember when she sat down right next to me at like the drop-off area, you were just saying nothing. And I was saying nothing after that. And I know you're wondering, oh, why didn't you try to get a number and all of this? Yeah, bro, that's what I wanted, but I'm sorry, I was just too much of an overthinker to the point where I was like, nope, I'm just gonna say one thing and that's my win. And it got me to at least interact with her, because if I was still in the mindset of I get a number, the pressure that would have been on my head would have been so much to the point where my brain would have thought that it was like jumping off a cliff, and I wouldn't have said anything once again. So I at least broke the ice. But of course, when it's like with a girl that you're never gonna see again, who's like randomly on the street or the gym, yeah, you're just gonna have to take the elbow. But guess what? There's no scarcity of women on this earth. There's so many of them that you'll find so many opportunities. Because I remember some of the opportunities I've completely missed out on, like the girls I randomly saw on the street and things. Yeah, I've never seen them again. But you have to start somewhere. So even if you can't even like talk to women in the first place and it's too pressuresome, you do have to make sure first of all you get used to interacting with everybody first. Everyone, not just girls that you know that you'd wanna smash. That's what I've realized, man, because one thing I picked up about myself, which is probably your problem, bro, is that you're not even used to having the small talk or the little like hello, hi, greetings with all the other random people you're not even interested in actually talking to. Because as a normal human being, bro, this is like the social aspect of our self-improvement journey. You should be able to do these things. That's what I've realized. Like, I can't do these things, bro. I'm telling you the truth. Like, these past few, like, months and years, I never got into the habit of being able to do this. Like, for example, if I go into my gym, I'm not used to literally, like, first of all, seeing the receptionist guy. So I greet him. I'm like, oh, hello. Or maybe I see one comment, or I'm like, it's a good day. Like, I'm not used to just doing that. Maybe even having a tiny conversation. Then I move on. And as I go into the gym, I see this person doing this exercise. They're looking at me. So I wave at them. Or like there's a person right there next to me doing an exercise. I just greet them as I'm moving by. You're supposed to be used to like talking to everybody, bro. Especially when you enter these social environments. Like you just at least greeting, at least saying like hi, hello, 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 hi, waving. Because when you're used to doing that everywhere you go, even at school, bro, you're just used to like saying something to everybody, even if it's the first thing that comes to your mind, or you just say hi. Imagine how much easier it would feel for you to go and talk to that girl that you've been meaning to talk to when you see her, or like that attractive girl that catches your eye when you see her on the street or something. Because if you don't do stuff like this, bro, of course, it's gonna feel like there's something wrong with approaching that attractive girl, because you're just not gonna feel like you belong. It's like some psychology thing I've realized. That's why people like to say they want to get socially lubed up, or they want to get socially warmed up before they start speaking to hot girls. Because of course it's a big thing, like the pressure in your head, it builds up like crazy. But imagine when you're warmed up, you've been saying hi to these people, you said hi to the old guy, and you're used to just like saying whatever comes up to your mind without filtering any of your words. Imagine you're just used to doing that, you don't avoid eye contact in the first place, because bro, sometimes the females you want to approach literally look at you, but you're just so much of an artist that you're not even used to like catching people's eyes when they look at you first, because you're used to avoiding eye contact. Imagine how much easier it would be for you to approach. Then, of course, there's some girls who you're attracted to who don't even look at you, they don't even act like you exist, but you'll never know until you grab your balls and go up to her, because she could respond to you completely well. So this is what I've realized. This is what I've been learning about myself so far. Start off by making sure you are used to interacting with everybody wherever you go. It doesn't matter if they're attractive or not. Even the attractive girls, bro. Even if sometimes you see them, you see her, but you know you're not gonna be able to approach, at least say something other than nothing. Because the moment so that the next time when you're out again, bro, you're just used to getting these social reps in, boom. Before you know it, actually going to approach a girl in any environment, even if it's a school where you're known for being the antisocial idiot, it's not gonna feel like such a big step anymore. And you'll just be able to get used to doing it. Because right now it just feels like it's, like how in the gym you can't even bench press 300 kilograms, but you're trying to do it because you're saying, oh no, I think I can do it. Or you can't. You have to first warm up. Build yourself up. You have to start off with 50, 90, 120, 200. Like, you have to build your way up there. You don't just get in the gym and start benching 140 kg immediately. Even if you can for working sets, you have to warm up because it's too heavy, So yeah, this is what I've learned. I hope you're learning something. This is literally the way you fix your social and your girl problems. I hope you gained value if you did. The first link in the description is a link to go on a 1-hour call with me where I'll help you with your deepest struggles. Anything, you'll be able to let me know there. If you want a call, I'll see you next time.